Welcome back to the return of the LPs, where we got a special one I'm very happy to do, Spyro Reignited Trilogy. It's got me, Stefan, we got Chris here, and we got we got two special guests. We got the one and only the other Spyro Master, Dr. Catherine.
Hello.
And we got a new Patreon special guest, Lane Dart.
Yeah, sure. That's how it's pronounced.
Sorry.
Lane Dirt. You'll get it eventually. Probably not, maybe.
I won't. I'll get it eventually.
Yeah, don't worry.
So this is Spyro. You remember the Spyro LP that was done on this channel before with them and not me, and I was sad. But now I'm like, I want to do Spyro myself.
All I can remember is Tree Tops.
We kept being like, oh, maybe Stefan can come to the States for Spyro 3, and then we just kind of recorded
And
Spyro 3.
it never happened.
Oh,
So, but this works, because these look better. And TJ's not here, so it'll probably go smoothly.
It's been 5 worlds.
You
Is it
trying to pull something here? Oh,
For
God.
a dragon's age.
What?
6.
Oh, I missed it.
Or is it
I decided to break all of the dragons, so now they're all YouTube poops.
Oh my gosh.
I can't hear them. I'll have to watch him in post.
I'll take that
Oh
question.
well.
Nasty Nork is a question.
God. They spent so much money making this game look pretty, and then you YouTube poop the cutscenes.
I love how they did all the dragons in this game. Like in the original, like they're fine. But then like the one with the cake and then like the one with the statue that he knocks over, it's so good.
Oh, God.
Yeah, at the small cost of...
Wait, what? It's been a while since I played this game, but this feels a little different than I remembered.
No, it's fine.
I played a few days ago.
I want to grow.
Is that Family Matters?
Yes, it's Family Matters.
I love that show. Too bad I can't hear it. Stefan,
So-
I have a few choice words for you. You're playing the game wrong. You use
What am I
subtitles,
doing?
and you've got a map.
You know what? Wait, did I put the map? Oh, that's why. Normally I don't play the game with the map, but because I'm recording this, I'm like, you know what? Let me put the map on
Yeah.
for the
That's a
hell
Or
of
new
it.
feature.
no active camera.
Don't worry, our quality assurance checks will have a talk with Stefan about his game settings.
Thank you.
Thank you for releasing Spyro.
Thank you for releasing Spyro Reignited Trilogy,
Dragon
Spyro.
World, then find dragons. He'll transport you to the next balloonist.
What about
Wait, what did you just do?
Fur.
I thought my video was glitched.
No, I decided I wanted to do something special for this because it has been an LP in a while, and we always do some weird fuck ups. So I'm like, what can I do to fuck up Spyro? I know, fuck up the dragons.
Usually, Stefan, these are unintentional. Oh well.
So is this going to be what is it? 120% playthrough, Stefan?
Yes, yep. This is 120%. I always like Spyro is one of the I always kind of make this joke is that there are only 4 games that I am like that I consider myself good at, and that's Sonic Unleashed and the 3 Spyro games.
Why
is
Sonic Unleashed?
I don't know. I'm just really I like that game, and I'm really good at it.
Okay.
As just yeah, I group the Spyro games were like some of the first games I ever like played, and I always like would just like every time I go and play it again, I always
you must
100%
complete one
it.
of the other artisans.
Same
Look
here.
at that watermelon.
I like that the bite marks are too small for his mouth.
I know.
Who was eating that watermelon?
He's just taking weird little nibbles, it's fine.
He was biting the skin. What?
Oh, Stefan, how many gems are you going to miss in this grass?
Actually, I think I missed one in the I missed one in this level.
That's like the biggest
Which-
complaint I have of Spyro Reignited 1 is the grass.
See, normally I would have that problem, but because since they include being able to search for the gems at any point in all 3 games, it's not a
Yes.
problem
Which I
anymore.
love.
Yeah.
which I love.
Such a good decision.
Consistency
Such a
between
good
all
decision.
3 games is nice. The Spark Searcher, the dodge roll for some reason, and the maps. It's nice. It's nice. Some consistency. That's nice.
My issue is I get cocky and I don't even think to use it. I'm just like, well, I'm pretty sure I found it, so if I'm missing it, it's probably the game's fault. So I'll just go on.
Where's Nasty
That is one nice thing about Spyro 1 compared to...
Keep your horns out, Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing? Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
God.
This is better than I expected.
I like this little
yeah.
Sparks drawing. It's cute.
It's pretty great. But yeah, I'm glad that they have the spark sensing in all 3 games. But one thing that is nice about Spyro 1 is that, like, you can get 100% in all the levels at the start of the level. Like,
that's
you don't need
so
to come back
nice.
when you have, like, Sergeant Bird or ability to climb ladders. Like,
Yeah.
I like the replay value in 2 and 3, but it's also nice to have just be able to straightforward, like, complete a level start to finish.
Spyro 1 is one of my favorite games to 100% for that reason. And that's not the reason why I don't like Spyro 2 so much. I don't like that one.
See, I like Spyro 2 and 3 more than the first one, but what is really good about Spyro 1 is that it's very kind of, I guess, medieval approach to it. Just the fact that you have this big open world, you don't have like so many like different goals to do. It's just go into the world, get the gems, get the dragons. That's it. It's like it's much more exploration based.
Pretty much non-stop gameplay.
Hey, Spyro, press the jump button.
Yeah, they definitely
Club it
Spyro 1
and-
definitely has more of an
and be afraid.
explorative feel overall. Oh my gosh.
I can only imagine what you edited.
We were talking a bit ago about something, and Stefan, I need to check with you because I don't remember. Were you one of the people who got affected by this game's gem count glitch, where like you could pick up an additional gem somewhere?
Yes. Spyro in Spyro 3, at the very end of the game, I got an extra gem in, I think, Dino Mines. So it was like a 101% in that level. And because of that, in the super bonus round, one of the gems is missing, so my game is stuck at 116%. And I can't get that thing, and it's bugging me.
Yikes.
So the only way I can do it is I need to replay Spyro 3 and get 117% again, and hopefully that glitch doesn't happen.
Well,
That's so weird. I didn't know that was a issue. I haven't played 2 or 3 on this collection yet, but that's really a weird issue.
First time I'm hearing of this.
yeah, it was like I don't think a lot of people got it, but I definitely remember a few people mentioning it. But I was also looking at a Spyro Discord like every single day, so I was kind of in the right environment for those types of things. So
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't surprise me with how glitchy Spyro Reignited 3 is, so...
yeah.
Yeah,
It's funny that it's Dino Mines, though, because in the original that was a slightly glitchy level, because, like, it's the easiest level to do the swim in air glitch. Mm-hmm. So,
They're just honoring tradition. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, and they added this. They added this in the game.
Oh, yeah, I like that they did that.
I mean,
At the
yeah,
cost of the gems animating into your chest, so...
I miss that. That's
Yeah.
true.
I miss that too, but at least you get to do something.
yeah, especially because, well, at least in my version of the game, well, I don't know how it is compared to, like, say, for example, a PS4 Pro version, where it's like the loading screens are pretty long. Like, they're not like super long that they're like annoying, but they're pretty lengthy.
They're not Enter
could-
the Dragonfly long.
It's like, nope.
You could say they just fly by.
Oh boy. Oh no. We've got a punster.
Not really. That one just fell on my lap.
So Stefan, you're a Stonehill first kind of guy, huh?
Of course, Stonehill is a classic.
I wouldn't have thought that about you.
Man,
For me, it's usually... Go ahead.
Stonehill was like one of the first video game levels I've like ever fully played through, and it was like it blew me away just like being able to like on the top of this part and running through the big open grass and running into the invisible wall and just keep hitting it and being like, yeah, this is the future of video gaming.
For me, the future of video gaming was Spyro's A Hero Tale.
Chris, which level do you go for first?
I'm a town square first kind of guy, and then after that, my only other thing is that I save. What's the? It's my favorite level in the first game, just for nostalgia.
Dark Hollow?
Dark Hollow. I was thinking Dark Forest for some reason. Dark Hollow is the one I saved for last in the first world. Oh dear.
Interesting.
Oh no.
Because Town Square. What?
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color
My first
indicates
level is usually
power.
Dark Hollow.
When he
If
eats
not, it's the
butterflies,
flight
he
level, so I
stays
don't forget
strong, like
to do
me.
it later. Thanks,
See,
Spyro.
that's funny, Chris, because I feel like Town Square is objectively the hardest of the first world levels.
Bandits?
I always play the game. Whenever I play, I always play like all the levels in order. Like I do Stonehill, Dark Hollow, Town Square, and then when you go to Peacekeepers, I do like the 3. Like I do each of the levels in the order they're supposed to be, just because I feel like there's like a good there's a good what do you call it, difficulty, progression from the way like the game wants you to play.
I
How do
like
you know-
that
How do you know you're playing each level in order if they're not numbered?
because they're in the atlas in a specific order.
How would you know that if you don't go inside first?
Well, I've played the game like bajillion amount of times, so I know this in the back of my head.
Also, they're sort of organized so that when you start off, you're facing Stonehill first, and then it's Dark Hollow is closer, and then Town Square is the last one in terms of the home world. So they are organized in a way that suggests.
I mean, they
which
are.
the order is.
Yeah.
But I get distracted by Norkbots, so...
I think that's a you problem.
Maybe.
So Stefan, you don't save Drag Canyon for the end of the game? That's how you're supposed to play this game.
Maybe I might get lost on my way to Dry Canyon again.
I think that happened to me on my personal playthrough a few days ago.
You got lost too?
Maybe.
Okay, so it's not just me, because everyone gives
In
me shit for the Spyro
the next
1 LP.
world, in Peacemakers, there's a level that's kind of hidden. That's kind of annoying. You can easily overlook it if you're just going in a clockwise motion around the level.
Yeah, I think I know which one you're talking about. Because I still have trouble with that one too.
I think it's the ice level.
I forgot that there's an ice level in Peacemakers.
How about a hint on gliding?
I forget.
You bet.
Longest
Well,
action.
I love dragons.
I will also, this is kind of a personal thing, is that I know like a lot of people really like the more animated designs for the dragons. While I like that they all have their own unique looks compared to just the kind of repetition of the original game. But I kind of like the datedness of those original designs. And I just feel like I think a lot of them just kind of they feel a bit too characteristic in my mind.
Yeah, I miss some of the Oid Voids clips too of the dragons. One in particular. Thank you for releasing me. That one.
The one where it sounds like Carlos as Rocky just finished like a 5-mile run and then came into the studio.
I mean, it's all basic. Like all the dragons are it's Carlos, Clancy
Mr.
Brown,
Krabs.
and I think like one other guy. Like they're all just those 3 guys.
Yeah.
And like with here, it's like, oh, now they have like an actual. It's weird because like they're all like very clearly better acted, but they're all the exact same lines. So it kind of there's this weird dissonance that you have the very kind of dated writing of the old games, but with like 2010s audio quality and acting. Yeah. So it's like it's this weird.
You feel that the hardest with Spyro 2 and 3.
Well, I'd say it's better in Spyro 2 and 3 because the writing in that is slightly better, while like Spyro 1 was very kind of dated in itself.
Yeah, but I don't like most of the new voice actors in the 2 and 3, especially in 3.
I don't.
Those ice dogs.
The NPCs are like a mixed bag, but I know like a lot of like Alora and what's her Bianca. I think those are really good. Hunter is weird because it's Robbie Damon, but he kind of sounds like Roger Craig Smith. and it's like, and it's weird compared to like Greg Berger's kind of over exaggeration of Hunter.
I miss Greg Berger.
Oh, they didn't get Greg Berger back for Hunter and Ripto?
He's Ripto,
No, yeah.
but they went with like a cool youth direction for Hunter, which like on paper makes so much more sense. He talks a lot like this, bro. But like you're so
But
used
Hunter's
to him,
not cool.
you're so used to him sounding like
Yeah,
your weird
he's
uncle
lame.
that it's like, wait, oh,
Yeah, like they said, he sounds like he sounds kind of like, so like I thought it was Roger for the longest time, because I'm like, he kind of has that Sonic sound, but then it's like, no, it was Robbie Damon, and I was like, oh, that's weird that he's doing that kind of voice. But yeah, and I know, but what's her? I think it's Erica Lin. Is it Erica Lindbeck? Is the one who's Alora, and she's great. Like she fits Alora so well.
I don't remember that, how she sounds in 2. I do know I don't like the Sorceress's replacement.
Yeah, she's she's kind of forgettable in a sense. Like I don't even remember exactly how she sounded.
kind of like the character herself. So.
She sounds too clean. She sounds too clean. In the original, she sounded like a witch, which she is. So
That's fair.
I loved Dark Hollow in the old game because it just carried this like great aesthetic of like PS1 nighttime style.
What's up, guys? Matt
YouTube channel.
Bringing you the latest Sonic the Hedgehog news and updates.
Shout out to Matt.
who
Love
needs
you, Matt.
chairs?
I thought something opened on my computer with that one because I was like, "There's no way he would reference." Why?
But he's bringing you the news from Spyro's
You know-
channel.
That is true.
It's funny because I felt like I kind of contrary to what you said, Stefan, I felt like Dark Hollow didn't really have much of an identity in the original game. It was like, it's dark. But I love how the remake added like the bookcases and the candles. I felt like it gave it a lot of personality whilst without like changing the level. It felt just like, okay, I wonder actually if that was like beta stuff that the original team like would have wanted to include, or if they just came up with the idea of like, what if we put bookshelves here?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is that I love what they did to update Dark Hollow because they gave it like a new aesthetic that just fits like so perfectly pleasing to the eye.
I do question I do question why there are bookshelves outside though.
Yeah, it could rain at any point. This fire could spread.
Yeah, when you think about it, this is actually pretty dangerous.
Now, dangerous, more like stupid.
The sacred text.
Oh yeah, fire.
The sacred texts. I mean, these are. I mean, like, what do these dragons have for reading anyway? I'm about to say, well, there's that one guy who's a There's that one guy who's a Shakespearean actor. So I'm like,
They've got
maybe
literature, Stefan. They've got literature to read.
All the books are just that one guy, but he's not that great. So they're like, just put him outside. You know, maybe someone else writes some more.
The Nork, like that Nork in the original game always scared me as a kid.
Same.
Really?
Like just that big guy walking back and forth and knowing that if I go at him when he's facing me, that I'm gonna die. And be like, oh
Wanna know a
god,
secret?
I gotta be careful.
Oh.
Oh no!
If you get too close, he'll puff his stomach out and go, "Blah." So you can't. It's scary.
Yeah, this game's definitely a little bit harder than 2 and 3 because like Spyro 3 didn't have like the gimmick of the enemies with like front shield, I think until Fireworks Factory, but those enemies were also like they just threw bombs at you, so they were more deadly.
My dog's
Honestly, I would say that I think because of the way like some of the missions are in Spyro 2 and 3, that I think Spyro 1 is probably more easier than 2 and 3, just because again it's open nature and it's more freedom to do certain things, while like there's a lot of missions in 2 and 3 that are pretty annoying. So I
That
think,
is true. But I think
Yeah.
overall, in terms of platforming challenge and like the core game mechanics challenge, I think Spyro 1 is harder in like partly because you don't have the hover, but also to balance that out, there aren't any of the things where like precise timing of the hover is required. But also then you have levels like Treetops and Lofty Castle, I think is another one with some tricky platforming. And it's like, I don't think there's anything quite as bad as Treetops in 2 or 3.
That's true. Yeah, it's the Spyro one has like the actual like in Spyro 2 and 3 it's missions that are the most annoying, while in here it's a full level. So yeah, it has that.
I never got why people needed the hover in Spyro 1.
Yeah, you don't really need the hover. I guess it's just because they're so used to it in 2 and 3. They're like, it'd be nice to have. See you in part 2.